What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the review from Pocono, the Pocono 400. Yay. That's about the words that I can say about this race. So let's talk about how we do this. We talk about the race, go through the results, go through the points in the playoffs, and then we talk about my opinion of the race. And trust me, if you're a fan of my channel, please stick around for the opinion, because I have some strong opinions about this race. Let's go through the race, because there's not much to talk about from the race standpoint. We went green for the first 22 laps, and that was all. And then we had the competition caution to be the first caution because rain was in the area. Also, to point out, rain was in the area for the race, even though I didn't know if rain was going to be a major part of the race. It was possibly part of the forecast. Went back race, lap 25, Kyle Larson took the lead, and he pretty much sailed it off. And then the second caution of the race came out for Austin Dillon and Paul Menard. Austin Dillon came down on Paul Menard, and Austin tried to go fit a hole where there really wasn't, and he got into Paul. Austin's comments I kind of disagree with. I don't understand why he's mad at Paul. Paul, yes, got into him, but Dillon tried to go down where there really wasn't much room, and he got turned for it. No ifs and buts about it. And then we're back racing lap 34, and then Kyle Larson pretty much pulled away. Well, he didn't really pull away because William Byron got up to second. He came with 7/10 second. But he pretty much dominated the rest of the stage, and Kyle Larson won stage one. Also, some pit strategy came into play a little bit because some guys decided to pit and others decided to stay out. These guys that were up front at the end of the first stage were trying to collect stage points, while the guys like Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, they already had wins, so they really didn't need to worry about going out and trying to get stage points. We then went back racing on lap 56, and there was a new leader in the race, and that was Kyle Busch, because Kyle Busch stayed out after pitting at the end of the first stage. And then we've got the next caution of the race came out on lap 58 for Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto got into David Reagan, and Corey LaJoie also got involved. Matt DiBenedetto got into David Reagan, like I said, and he spun out coming off of turn 2. And that was that, pretty much, for that. Went back racing lap 61, and then lap 62 happened, and then the next caution came out for Matt Tifft, spinning off of turn 2. Tifft just literally hit the corner, and, the yellow line or white line on the bottom of the track, and he spun out, and he pretty much just wrecked the car. He was able to continue. Same Matt DiBenedetto, he was able to continue. Austin Dillon was out earlier in the race, so. We then went back green for the next five laps, and then the next caution race came out for Corey LaJoie having debris on the track. He got a lot of damage off the left. It was the left rear. A lot of debris went on the racetrack, at the top of the track, and NASCAR to call the caution for it. Then we went back racing, and then Clint Bowyer took the lead on the restart. Then Kyle Busch took it right back. Kyle Busch pitted around 5 laps to go due to field strategy, and then Kyle Larson was able to pass Chase Elliott 3 or 4 laps to go. He stayed out, and Kyle Larson was able to sweep both stages before the final stage happened. We then went back racing, and Kyle Busch pretty much dominated, so took the lead from the start. And then some strategy came into play, and things got a little bit interesting on this run. Kevin Harvick decided on the pit stop to take 2 tires, but he got a penalty, and then Kevin Harvick's day went unraveled, and his day pretty much unraveled. And Kyle Busch pretty much had this race won left-handed on him. Kyle Busch took the lead with 21 laps to go. And then we had a caution with 13 laps to go for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got into the wall and got some damage, had to cut a tire, and he brought the caution out with 11 laps to go. We went back green with 9 laps to go, and Kyle Busch was able to hold off guys like Eric Jones and Brad Keselowski. Kyle Larson on the restart got into the wall. He had to come up a row, which is a shame for Larson, because Larson was having a really good day. He did get some valuable points, but it's going to hurt him in the playoffs. It's going to hurt him staying in the top 16 in the points. After this, though, nothing really happened. Kyle Busch pretty much pulled away. And Kyle Busch, for the first time since Bristol is in victory lane, Kyle Busch was able to hold off Brad Keselowski and was able to win the Pocono 400 at Pocono International Speedway. Now let's go through the results. So Kyle Busch wins. Kyle Busch had the best car in this race. Brad Keselowski second. Eric Jones, a really good day for him. He needed this day for sure. Brad Keselowski finished second. Good run for Keselowski. Continues to have a really good year. If he continues to have runs like that, he will definitely be in the playoff. We'll be definitely looking as a championship contender at the end of the season. Chase Elliott fourth. Great run for Chase Elliott. Top 5 finish. The strategy that he pulled actually worked out for him. God, I'm farting a lot. I'm sorry, I'm farting a lot. Fifth place, Clint Bowyer. Great run for Bowyer. Not a very good year, Pocono a lot of times. And he got a 5th place finish. Really good run for Clint Bowyer. Denny Hamlin 6th. Good run for Hamlin, especially after good rebound run for Hamlin, especially after kind of inconsistently bad runs last few weeks. Hamlin finished 6th. Joey got a 7th. Pretty good day. Not a special day for Logano, but 7th is still good. Daniel Suarez 8th. Another top 10 for him. I expected him to possibly be a contender for this race. I'm a little disappointed in him. Still got 8th, and he did lead a couple laps. But I expected him to honestly go out there and contend for the win. He really wasn't a winning contender all day. That's a shame. William Byron 9th. Started great, kind of fell back, came back and finished the race pretty decently strong, got another top 10. He did have a really good start to the race, best career start. Just, he fell apart because his pit crew kind of screwed him, and pretty much he fell back to 9th. He still finished 9th, which is still a good run. And then 10th is Eric Almirola. I picked Almirola to suck. He got 10th. I wasn't expecting much from Almirola, to be honest. He got 10th. That's not bad. Kurt Busch 11. Kurt had issues early in the race. He rebounded to 11th place finish. That's actually still pretty good for Kurt. Ryan Blaney 12th. Expecting a little bit more out of Blaney today. Expecting him to win, as a matter of fact. He was never winning contender. I don't know what's going on with Blaney, but thought today might have been a day where he rebounded and just really never had a good day at all. Daniel Hemrick 13th. He led laps. As a matter of fact, he led only 3 laps, of course, but he led laps. And Daniel Hemrick finished 13th. On strategy, of course, but he got 13th. He actually had a top 20 day going, and he got 13th. Great run for Hemrick. This is a run that Hemrick really needed. This is definitely the highlight of the season for Hemrick so far, other than Talladega. This has been the best run he's had overall. So congrats to Hemrick on a top 15 run. Maybe Hemrick can build on this, and he might become a winning contender in the future. You never know. We'll see what Hemrick can do. Chris Buescher 14th, another top 15 run for Buescher. This is going to help him be a contender later, possibly in the playoffs. He could be a outside playoff contender. You really never know, to be honest. Alex Bowman 15th. Not a great day for Bowman. Could be a little bit better, but he was in the top 10 quite a bit today. That caution kind of came at a bad time for those guys. It's a shame. Ryan Newman 16th. Not bad. Matt Benedetto 17th, despite spinning out, got a top 20. Good run for Matt Benedetto. That's going to move him up in the point stats for sure, because some guys that were ahead of him in the points had bad days. Plain and simple. Paul Menard 18th. Not great. Not bad. Jimmy Johnson 19th. He was in the top 10 most of the day. Should have finished higher than he did. Overall, Henry kind of went backwards a little bit today. But what can you do? Johnson got 19th. Not bad. Not great. Bike went down 20th. Decent run for them. Bubba 21st. Bubba was as far as 13th or 14th. Yeah, like I said, Bubba Wallace 21st. They need to build on. That team's struggling really bad. They do have sponsorship, though. That's one thing Bubba Wallace can come away from this race, is he has sponsorship to back him for the rest of the season. Kevin Harvick 22nd. We all know what happened to him. Ryan Preece 23rd. Not a great race for Preece at all, to be honest. Could be better. 29th, started 20, finished 23rd. Ross Chastain 24th from Premium Motorsports Equipment. That's actually really good for that team. Maybe they can build on a 24th place finish. You never know. They might come a top 25 team. Bailey Curry 25th. That's also a pretty good run for Bailey Curry. For Rick Ware Carr, 25th. Pretty good. Larson 26th. We all know what happened. Ty Dillon 27th. Reed Sorensen 28th. Quinn Hoop 29th. And 30th was David Reagan. David Reagan got that damage like I mentioned earlier. 31st, Lennon Castle. 32nd, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 33rd, Matt Tiff. 34th, J.J. Ely. 35th, Mark Truex Jr. Oh, I forgot to mention on Mark Truex Jr. Truex blew up around 60 lap, about 50 to go in the race. His engine let go, and he finished 35th. So that was not a very good day for Truex. Corey LaJoie 36, and Austin Dillon finished last in 37th. Now let's look at the point standings. I got mosquitoes biting me, god damn it. Alright, so let's look at the playoff point standings while we're at it. Kyle Busch leads. Looking at the playoff standings right now. Kyle Busch leads. Brad Keselowski second. Mark Truex Jr. third. Denny Hamlin fourth. Joe Logano fifth. Chase sixth. Harvick seventh. Kurt Busch eighth. Ryan Blaney ninth. Clint 10th. Bowman 11th. 12th is Almirola. 13th Suarez. 14th Byron. 15th Eric Jones. And 16th Kyle Larson. Still in there. We actually have a tie for 16th between Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Larson right now. So we have a two-way tie for second. Ryan Newman is 18th, but 10 points back. So Newman can still get in as an outsider. Menard is 19th. He's about 32 in. He's going to need to have some pretty consistent runs. He's got time for sure. He's only 32 points out. He's going to need to do better than Larson and Jimmy, though. And if Larson can get better and close out these deals, Mars going to have a hard time getting in. And then last and 20th in last place in the top 20 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He is currently 34 points behind Kyle Larson and Jimmy Johnson in 20th place. Stenhouse needs to get better. Season needs to turn around for that team pretty quickly, or they're going to be left in the dust at the end of the year to go on the playoffs. Now for the opinion. It's been a while. Just going to say this race only gets a 5. Not a good race. First really bad race of the year, in my opinion. Not a good race at all. The restarts were great. No ifs and buts about it. But once the damn leader got freaking ahead, they pulled away to 7 or 8 tenths and like the first lap, and there's no competition really at all in this race. The only legitimate green flag passes for the lead we saw were when Kyle Busch drove around Clint Boyer. I thought that was pretty sexy, to be honest with you. That was an incredible run for Kyle Busch at that point. But really, other than that, nothing too spectacular. Race kind of sucked. This is the first race that actually sucked this year. It took 14 races for the season to suck compared to last year where Atlanta was not that great. So, we made a record, I guess. We did better than last year by a long shot. That's awesome. But yeah, race was not good. Strategy was what made this race keep it a 5. I would have given this a 4 if it wasn't for the strategy and the restarts. But yeah, race sucked. Race actually generally sucked. Package does not work at Pocono. That's a track we can put on the checklist on the site. It does not work. That would be Pocono. Put that on that list. Dover and Pocono and Richmond. Put that on that list right there. But anyway, that's the review from Pocono. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you're notified when it goes live on my channel. And share this video out to your family and friends. Can we get 5 likes on this video? I'd really appreciate it. I'm sorry, my legs and feet are really itchy. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description for those. And comment below your opinion of the race as well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.